I'm going to talk to you about something that we're doing for shops that's getting them a ton of business. You may have seen us in Fender Bender magazine in March, the March issue. We're featured in an article about blogging for shops, and the reason they contacted us is because they've heard about the results that we're getting for shops. Right now I'm getting shops upwards of 50 leads a month. Already this month they were up 20% over last month. It's a stair-step kind of a thing. I have another shop in Philly that in the first 30 days we got 45 leads. 60% of those turned into actual customers. So instant conversion of what we did to the site to actual return on an investment. What is it that we do? What is inbound marketing for shops? First of all, I'm going to talk about blogging. A lot of body shops, they've heard that they need to be blogging, but they don't understand why they need to do it and how it works for a business, how it generates actual sales leads. Because you don't want to spend any effort out there if it doesn't generate leads for your business. There's no need to waste the energy. And blogging done the right way for body shops involves answering consumer questions. Sit down and write down every single question that you've ever been asked from a customer to your shop and write a blog post about it. 500 words, and answer that question. Also include questions like, who is the best auto body shop in your town? Problems with auto body shops in your town. I tell body shops all the time, stop thinking like a shop, start thinking like a consumer. That goes in both the blogs and on how you write the copy for your website. A lot of shops will say, we have the latest Chief system and we've got a blow therm downdraft booth. Consumers don't care about that kind of stuff. A guy's been in an accident, we all live busy lives, and somebody just hit them, took their car away from them for however long, and their lives basically suck for a couple of days. What you want to do is you want to get that message out there that why choose us? We're going to make your lives unsuck the fastest, faster than any other shop in this town, and we're going to do it better than they are because we have the best trained staff, we have this and that, and you speak to the consumer. Same goes for the blogging. You answer their questions very specifically. We've gotten a lot of traffic with blogs about peeling clear coat issues. Will the paint match? Parking lot damage, is it covered on insurance? Answer some basic insurance questions. It's a great way to get keywords in there for some of the insurance companies that you're doing work with. Are you a State Farm DRP? Answer some State Farm questions. Put State Farm in the blog post. As long as you're answering them properly, you'll get the traffic. Now the second thing is, when somebody visits your site, you have about 3 to 8 seconds to capture their attention. If your site is, even if you're doing Google AdWords campaign and you're paying for all this traffic to your site, if it's not a good site, then people are going to stop, they're going to click on your site and then click off your site, and you're going to get nothing for it. So if you got 1 million visitors to your site and not one person converted to a sales lead, then you've wasted all that money and all that effort. So what you want to do is you want to create conversion opportunities. I mentioned this shop in Philadelphia. So they've got 5 locations. They've been around for 30 years. And their website was okay. We redesigned it. But what we did very simply was we put click here for an estimate in Westchester, click here for an estimate in Oxford, click here for an estimate in every one of their shop locations. And within the first 30 days, they got 45 sales leads through the internet that they had not gotten at all prior to that. And the reason for that is we created call to action buttons. We gave the people that are coming to the website a reason to do business with your site, a reason to do business with your company, an easy way to do business with your company. Because right now, nobody's doing this on their websites. The few that are blogging aren't doing it the right way. They're writing about, car care tips and things like that. People don't come to body shop sites for car care tips. They don't come to body shops for driving tips. Stop doing driving tips on your Facebook. It's not going to drive any traffic. People are coming to a body shop because they screwed up on their driving. What you need to focus on is conveying how you are going to get their lives back to normal faster than anybody else, because that's all anybody cares about. Hassle-free and speed and accuracy. So you want to convey those kinds of messages. That's how you want to answer consumers' concerns. So let's talk a little bit about the call to action materials, the things that actually convert people to visitors. So we've gotten them to the site through the blogging, through the right keywords, through the right search engine optimization, tweaking to the site. Now the next thing you want to do is give them a reason to do business. I mentioned the call to action buttons. So what is that? What is the offer to them? Get an estimate works a lot of times, because people don't want to be bothered picking up a phone. They just want to email you and have you set up an appointment. So right away, that's going to get you some traffic. Another thing is if you have any kind of specials or offers, like some shops will do $100 off your deductible, and I know state by state that varies whether you can do that or not, so I won't get into that whole discussion, but if it's something that you can get away with and you feel comfortable with, that gets a lot of traffic. If you have any access to a rental car, maybe you've got your own fleet of vehicles. And not everybody has rental cars on their insurance policy, so you've just taken their car away for a couple of days. They're going to have to get rides and this kind of thing. Give them a free rental for 3 days if it's a quick repair. Even if they have to pay for 2 days and you give them 3, whatever it is, things like that are gonna get people to do business with your shop because you're gonna make their lives easy. So that kind of content has to make people's lives easy, add value and ease to their lives. Another thing you can do is, let's say you're a DRP shop. Now, we've all got car insurance, we call our insurance companies and we file a claim, and they give us a list of shops. Now, we can spend all day long explaining to people that you don't have to use the shops on an insurance company's preferred list. But the reality is people don't know that. And if you're going to get them to your shop, you need to give them a way to make their decision easier. So assume that they're getting 3 names on that list. Assume that you're on that list. They're going to look at your shop, they're going to look at the other 2, they're going to go online to do it. They may call their friends and they may say, hey, have you heard of this shop, or who is a good shop in this area? That's the kind of word of mouth that's been feeding your business all along. I'm talking about internet marketing here. So they're going to go online and they're going to check out all these shops. Now, if you create a call to action button, like we did for our shop in Tucson, click here for a body shop evaluation guide. And all that was simply every shop in the area that was a quality shop. We picked 7 of the top shops in Tucson, and we just went down the line, all the things that matter to a consumer. How long have they been in business? How many locations do they have? What their estimated turnaround time is, all this kind of stuff. And so we had a call to action button. Let your fingers do the walking. Click here for an evaluation guide. You're saving this consumer research time. You're saving them anything you can do to save time. That's premium content, and that's what we like to focus on when we work with shops. When somebody clicks a call to action button and to get this coupon, this discount, this guide, they have to fill out a short form. Name, phone number, year, make, and model of car, whatever it is that you need to schedule an appointment or get them in. And with body shops, it's an immediate sale. Once you get a lead, you're closing that sale. So you pick up the phone and you schedule that appointment. You ask them to come in. You offer to pick the car up at their location if you've got the means to do that at your shop. Again, it goes back to trying to streamline the repair process. You're already in the sales cycle at that point. Once you've gotten that phone number and that name or that email address, you have everything you need to start making that sale. You don't have to wait till they come into the shop. You can start making that sale right then and there. That already is a difference from internet marketing. And then finally, the last piece of this thing is, once we have these leads with the right kind of software tools that we use HubSpot, but we also use Optify. You can go check those out online to learn a little bit more about them. What we do is we track month over month what the keywords are that people are finding to get to your shop, what your competitors are doing, how many backlinks that they have, what they're using to rank for their site, and what keywords you need to be ranking for. So we'll constantly go through every month and check Google and see what some of the right AdWords are, and we'll constantly tweak in the keyword tool and identifying content. So let me just give you a couple statistics here from a shop of ours. It's the longest shop we have, and I use them as an example because I have a full year's worth of information on them. So right now, 33% of the traffic to their site comes from the top 10 most viewed blog posts. So just 10 blog posts is already driving 33% more traffic to their site than they were getting before they even started working with us. Their organic search traffic, which is people typing in just a keyword, whether it's a long tail keyword or auto body Tucson, search traffic is up 41% from the last 6 months. So when I did this study, it was from June to January of this year. Referrals, which are websites that have a direct link to your site, up 139% from the same 6-month period. And direct traffic, people that are entering in your address, up 36% in that same 6 months. In the last 12 months, the page views for their website since we began working with them is up 166% in 1 year. In the last 6 months, it's up 63%. So the 6-month mark, 90 days is when you start to see results, 6 months is when you really start to see results, and after 12 months, we have it so dialed in that we're getting 50 leads a month for this shop, and it's growing every single month. We're up 20% this month. So the other thing that is interesting about this on the analytics part is the tracking of competitors. Because of the way Google and their algorithm works, they're reward sites with good ranking and good positioning based on content. They want good content, they want answers to consumer questions, because that's how they become the best and most used search engine. People are coming to a search engine with questions, they're providing the answers. They need that in order to do business, to sell you ads. So what we did was, and we did this with no Google AdWords spend at all. This is all from blogging and the things that I mentioned in this video. We're able to raise the local search engine, but we're also ranking on page 1 for half of the stuff we've blogged. I mean, you type in problems with auto body shops and you're going to see my three top shops on that page. So nobody right now is blogging the right way for body shops, except for, quite frankly, us, because we're able to get people on page 1 for all these long tail keywords. And that's how we're getting so many leads. And you know, whether you use us or not to do this for you, we can even do consulting with you. We can even help train your staff. But check out our site. We're constantly adding more information to it. We just did a complete overhaul of our site to make it easier for shops and other industries that we serve to learn about inbound marketing. But you know, I offer this to everybody. You know, pick up the phone, give me a call, and I'll help answer your questions. I'll help teach you. If you don't have the budget to use us, I'll help teach you the basics of how to get this working for your shop.